Hello and welcome to El Segundo News, where we inform you about issues and topics happening in the city of El Segundo. I'm Martha Guzman Hurtado. TopGolf El Segundo has officially broken ground. A virtual groundbreaking took place earlier this month for the state-of-the-art golfing facility at the Lakes at El Segundo Municipal Golf Course. TopGolf is one of the golfing world's most innovative and exciting golf and entertainment companies. The El Segundo location marks the company's long-awaited entrance into the Southern California market.
We were excited about El Segundo from the start. You have a perfect location, a driving range that's ready to be modernized, a 9-hole golf course where there's so much opportunity to turn that into a transformational golf experience. And frankly, the city of El Segundo, I think, kudos to them for being willing to wrap their arms around an innovative company like TopGolf, lock arms and say, we're going to do this together as partners. I really couldn't think of a much better setup than this.
The Lakes Golf Course and driving range will be closed during construction. The 9-hole municipal golf course and new TopGolf driving range are anticipated to be open by May 2022. Once complete, the facility will bring 400 new jobs and generate up to $2 million per year in new revenues for the city. For updates on TopGolf and to watch the full groundbreaking, visit elsegundo.org. As the vaccine rollout expands throughout the state and county, the city of El Segundo started offering vaccine clinics in April to eligible members of the community, with plans to provide future clinics as more vaccines become available. The city's first clinic at the George E. Gordon Clubhouse was the result of ongoing coordination with county officials.
The El Segundo All Hazard Incident Management Team, along with the El Segundo Fire Department, has been coordinating vaccinations with other vaccination clinics around the Los Angeles area.
It's really well organized. Everybody's very friendly, and I felt very safe and comfortable, and it's not a big crowded environment. So I'm really grateful for the city of El Segundo for putting this together. They did a great job.
We've been working very closely with our LA County Public Health partners and our LA County Pre-Hospital Emergency Medical Services Agency to get more vaccinations delivered here. As we get more doses, we'll certainly communicate that information to the community, utilizing our various social media channels. And of course, any opportunity we have to communicate to our community, we'll do so.
You can also visit elsegundo.org for information on upcoming city-sponsored vaccination clinics. Vaccination eligibility has expanded to those 16 years and older this month. To schedule a vaccination, please check with your healthcare provider or visit vaccinatelacounty.com. If you have experienced financial hardship due to COVID-19 or have past due rent or utilities, you could qualify for financial help through the California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program. You must have a household income that is not more than 80% of the area median income. To verify eligibility, property owners and renters can visit housingiskey.com or call 833-430-2122. And more than a year after the COVID-19 pandemic shuttered many businesses across America, California officials are aiming to end the state's current COVID-19 reopening tier system and fully reopen its economy on June 15th, leaving only the mask-wearing mandate in place. The reopening is dependent on vaccine supply and stable and low hospitalization numbers. The El Segundo Unified School District Board of Education has recognized El Segundo Fire Chief Chris Donovan for his exemplary leadership and effort in guiding the El Segundo community through the COVID-19 pandemic. The chief was quick to proudly acknowledge others who helped navigate the city through the past year.
I take no credit for it. This is all the hard work and effort of many, many people that are behind me, in front of me, and beside me. Our city council, our city attorney, our city manager, Scott Mitnick, and most importantly, our incident management team that we stood up at the very beginning of this pandemic has been working tirelessly for the benefit of our community.
Thank you to Chief Donovan, the All Hazards Incident Management Team, City Council, and all of our first responders for the exceptional work they have been doing in keeping our city safe throughout the pandemic. For all you kids out there who dream of becoming a lifeguard, here's some good news. The LA County Junior Lifeguard Program will resume this summer with COVID-19 safety measures. The popular program is for kids ages 9 through 17 in Los Angeles County and is designed to teach beach and ocean safety and swimming skills. The course includes surfing, physical conditioning, competition skills, first aid and CPR, as well as use of professional life-saving equipment and rescue techniques. Public health measures will be strictly followed. New applications are available through the Los Angeles County Fire Department. For more information, visit elsegundo.org and look in the news section. You can help shape the future of housing in El Segundo. The city needs your input to update a state-required housing element for 2021 through 2029. This housing element helps determine where and what type of housing should be built in El Segundo. To keep the community involved, city officials have organized a survey and a series of public workshops.
We want to hear from people about what those priorities should be. And, we asked questions such as, which populations do you think need housing the most? Seniors, young adults, or others? Or which types of housing types would you like to see in the city? Single-family homes, or townhomes, or apartments? So that's the type of information that we really want to hear from people. That way, the housing element, when it is completed, it reflects what our community desires or needs. I would just encourage everybody to stay engaged and keep contributing, keep up with the website and attend those meetings if they can. And we need their help. And we're doing this in order to help the community. So it'll be terrific to have their voice in this.
The first workshop took place online on Tuesday, April 13th. More than 70 people were in attendance and preliminary results of the survey were shared. This included support for housing in the eastern part of the city and the Smoky Hollow area and more housing for seniors. The Housing Element Survey is still open for feedback until May 17th. To access the survey and for continued updates on future workshops and public hearings, visit elsegundo.org/housing-element. If you have questions on the housing element, please email housingelement@elsegundo.org. Children and adults alike will soon have a new and improved Acacia Park to enjoy. The park is slated to reopen later this month with modern playground equipment for varying degrees of difficulty and skills for children between the ages of 2 and 12. There will also be 2 shaded play areas and 6 swings. Stay tuned to El Segundo Media for coverage of Acacia Park's reopening. After more than a year of shuttering its doors to in-person visits due to the pandemic, the El Segundo Public Library is now open by appointment only. During this initial phase of reopening, the library will be offering only essential services such as browsing the collections, checkouts, and computer use and research assistance. Patrons can make hourly reservations from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Only those who make reservations may enter the library, and all members of the public above the age of 2 will be required to wear a face covering, have their temperatures checked upon entrance, and observe social distancing. For more details on reopening procedures, visit elsegundolibrary.org and look in the services section. A viewing station is now available on Grand Avenue to sit and admire the John Van Hamersveld water tank mural. El Segundo News reporter Catherine Chen has more.
Thanks, Martha. Jack Crawford's Eagle Scout project brings an interesting learning experience to El Segundo, especially for people who have admired this one-of-a-kind water tank mural on Grand Avenue.
My breath is just taken away by how vibrant and how intricate the mural is, and so for my project I wanted to build a viewing station to recognize the artist and a lot of the cultural significance behind the mural.
This was his idea, and DWP accommodated him. We'll be assisting them as far as doing some of the landscape and making sure that the bench is secure and whatever else Mr. Crawford needs.
Jack Crawford, the young man who put this together with his friends, who's an Eagle Scout, is done an incredible job of persevering through this process.
Every time I drive by, I not only notice the mural now, but now see the project that I completed that really gives back to the community, and so that's important to me.
Thanks to the hard work and coordination of everyone involved, this viewing station will be a place for visitors and residents to be introduced to the work of John Van Hamersveld for years to come. For El Segundo News, I'm Catherine Chen. Back to you, Martha.
Thank you, Catherine. Here's some good news coming from the El Segundo Unified School District. All middle school and high school grade levels are now open for optional in-campus hybrid learning. El Segundo News checked in with Superintendent Dr. Melissa Moore and middle and high school principals for an update.
Students love being back on campus. They're excited. You see them with a smile through their masks coming onto campus. Being able to walk through classes and see students engage with their teachers in class is amazing.
I think the power of human connection really can get lost with Zoom. So just the students having that opportunity to see each other and to actually meet their teachers in person for the first time, it was really a magical experience.
We've moved from a 6 feet requirement between student desks to a 3 feet requirement between student desks. We have surveyed our teachers. We are now surveying our parents and our secondary students regarding whether or not they would like to stay status quo with the current schedule, or if they'd like to increase the amount of time they're at school. We are in the process of ordering more desks if that's what parents would like to do, and return more students to school. So we want our parents to be comfortable. We want to hear all voices and hear from all stakeholders.
The results of that survey will be presented at the El Segundo Unified School District Board of Education meeting on April 27th. And El Segundo Middle School has a newly renovated administration building and security vestibule. To celebrate, the El Segundo Board of Education held a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Monday, April 19th. El Segundo News was at the event.
This project's been a long time in coming. It's the first of a series of Measure ES bond projects for the El Segundo Unified School District. We completely redesigned the space to increase safety, so students and families will now have to check into the office before walking on the campus, and to give it an overall improved layout, improved design, and increased square footage with the incorporation of a new teacher workspace.
With the creation of the teacher workroom here in the office, we're using our old teacher workroom to make that into band storage.
A lot of hard work came into this day. I will say from, again, the very beginning, the concept of what can we do to make our office more efficient and usable, all the way through creating a bond, selling the bond, convincing everybody that our schools are worth this investment is a big thing to do. But gratefully, El Segundo recognizes that and voted for it with great support.
Upcoming Measure ES bond projects include a gym at El Segundo Middle School and a complete modernization of the El Segundo High School Library and the Center Street Elementary School Library. Visit elsegundousd.net for continued updates on these projects. One local business has successfully endured this past year's challenges. Here's Marketing Director Peggy Marks to tell us how Kai Gourmet pivoted during the pandemic.
Well, Kai Gourmet is a wholesale distributor, and we sell to high-end restaurants. And we specialize in high-end sashimi quality seafood. We source both locally and from around the world. We're always looking for the best possible products. And when COVID hit, we had to make an immediate pivot because all the restaurants closed, and we did have a small online store, so we started building that out, and we started telling all our friends and family and telling them to tell everybody, and we went on social, and it really helped. So Fridays are normally our busiest day, and now with restaurants starting to open again, we are really doing a better job with both online, our retail customers, and with the restaurants opening. And so with it being so busy, we wanted to also have something where we don't waste anything. So we started this little market, we're calling it the Little Fish Shop, and it's every Friday from 10 to 1. And we started just a few weeks ago, and it has really grown in popularity. And basically, everything is deeply discounted, and it's what you see is what you get. We don't prepare anything in the back, and it's grab and go, and it's really becoming popular also.
All Kai Gourmet employees wear face coverings, and the company conducts temperature checks every morning. At the Little Fish Shop pop-up market, shopping carts are sanitized and the number of shoppers is limited at any given time. For more information on Kai Gourmet, visit kaigourmet.com. That's it for this segment of El Segundo News. You can also watch more city-related videos on the El Segundo Media YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. Please stay safe and continue to do your part to slow the spread of COVID-19.